And there's a -8 next turn. For the win! Kasmina, Professor Onyx, the Sisterhood of the Swamp. That's what we're calling it, you guys. That's a nice looking deck. I like it. Hello, good game. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch the channel. I really appreciate it. Today, we have a very special deck. This deck went 4-0 within Mythic. That's a 100% win rate. And, you know, it's unique. This is something that we haven't seen before. We're playing with Sultai, Walkers, Professor Onyx, Kasmina, Enigma Sage in the house. Such nice synergies here. We're calling it the Sisterhood of the Swamp. In today's video, we'll break down the deck list, show you all of our gameplay footage. So we're discussing, you know, the strategies and synergies, and then showing the playlines and interactions, so you as the viewer get a good idea whether or not this deck is right for you and your wildcards, and you'll get a little insight on some of the key playlines to look out for. Of course, we'll wrap up with our final thoughts as well. So smash that like button and let's get into it. Sultai Walkers, best of 1, 60 cards with an average of 3.3, right where we like it, 35 non-creatures. This is a hard control deck. We've got a Dimir base with the splash of green, which is quite nice. There's so many good Quandrix cards in the set right now. We do have 25 lands here as well, which is a lot more than I would typically run, but it's a nice balance for the deck I'm finding. I mentioned that we are focused around the walkers within the deck. Professor Onyx, first and foremost, is a 6 CMC 5 loyalty walker with a static magecraft ability that states whenever you cast or copy your next instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So this is really nice. It's going to get you out of those tough jams against the aggro decks. Once you get her out and can do some removal on top, you know, it takes away that dream they have of getting that Bone Crusher Giant off the top for the last 2 damage, stuff like this, right? So the gaining of life here is very good. I like that quite a bit. +1, you lose 1 life and look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 into your hand, the rest into your library, or graveyard, sorry. This is nice, just looking for that piece of removal that you might need, looking for your next land, whatever it happens to be. -3, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that that player controls. You know, instant speed removal when it enters the battlefield is great. -8, each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times for a total of 7. That's a lethal all in its own, and that's actually the main objective and win con within the deck is Professor Onyx's -8 ability. We'll get there in a hurry via Kasmina Enigma Sage for 3 mana, a 2 loyalty walker that has the static ability stating each other planeswalker you control has the loyalty abilities of Kasmina. This is great. So that means Liliana can utilize Kasmina's abilities to increase the loyalty at an expedited rate, +2 scry 1, right? So that's going to be Liliana's main ability that we'll be using, right? Just to, you know, it comes in at 5, it goes to 7, it goes to 9, and then it minuses 8. And that's the main objective here. -8, search your library for an instant or sorcery card that shares a color with the planeswalker of the exiled card, then shuffle it, and you may cast that card without paying its mana cost, right? So, you know, pulling something from your library, shuffling your library, and then casting what you pulled for free is a great play, but in this scenario, we don't have a ton of high cost things for you to be casting. Typically you'd want like an All-Run's Epiphany, a Seagate, which we could sneak the Seagate in, but I don't think it's relevant right here with the deck. What we want to be focusing on is the -X to create the fractal, and this will help us block any attackers if we don't have the removal to protect our creatures, right? Yes, of course, just +2 a whole bunch, but at a certain point you do want to make a fractal and deal some damage with that fractal, so it's not all on your Liliana's ultimate ability. It's an alternative win con that you should focus on. Again, if you really do need that -8 on removal, sure, you can pull a Heartless Act and eliminate. Eureka Moment would be one of the better ones to pull just for value. But again, I don't know if it warrants a -8 is what I'm trying to get across. The Extinction Event, you know, that could be worth the -8. The Baleful Mastery potentially as well, and then the Shadow's Verdict. I don't think so unless you were okay with killing your Kasmina, right? Because it is 3 CMC and Shadow's Verdict will eat that away. So, you know, that's kind of what the whole deck revolves around, is just getting Kasmina out and then getting Professor Onyx out on top and then getting those ultimate abilities off, right? The rest of the deck is just control and value. We've got 4 copies of Negate, counter target non-creature spell, instant speed for 2. 2 copies of Illuminate, instant speed, destroy target creature or planeswalker with mana value 3 or less. 4 copies of Heartless Act, choose 1 at instant speed, destroy target creature with no counters on it, remove 3 counters from target creature. Value within the tome, scry 1, draw a card. You know, we do have to pay 2 to draw a card, and we can only activate it once per turn as it taps, and then each time it taps, we get a page counter, and when there's 4, we'll sacrifice it to gain 4 life. Quandrix Command, instant speed for 3, choose 2, return target creature or planeswalker to its controller's hand, counter target artifact or enchantment spell, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Target player shuffles up to 3 cards from their graveyard into their library. So this is a, you know, really nice utility here. It does quite a bit for us. My favorite card, Eureka Moment for 4 mana, instant speed, draw 2 cards, and then you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield. We all know Extinction Event, choose odd or even, then exile the chosen value. 4 copies of Baleful Mastery, one of my favorite removals from the new set, instant speed for 4, and we may pay the student cost of 2 rather than the full cost of 4. If we do, our opponent will draw a card, and we can exile target creature or planeswalker, again, at instant speed. Really cool stuff. Shadow's Verdict for 5, exiling all creatures and planeswalkers with CMC 3 or less from the graveyard and battlefield, which is great. And Professor Onyx we already broke down. We've got the Triomes and the Pathways to make the land consistent, with the Castle Vantress as well for more scry. There's a ton of scry in the deck, but don't worry, it really makes things very consistent. The Mazemind Tome will be a main scry engine for us, and then of course Kasmina will be scrying alongside Professor Onyx via Kasmina's ability. If you have any questions about how to operate the deck, just leave them in the comments below, and both myself and the community will do our best to get back to you. Of course, this deck is more intensive to pilot. It might take a little bit of getting used to both it and the meta to operate it effectively and efficiently. Obviously, my biggest suggestions to everyone is if you don't see Yorion on your opponent's, companion, then you are digging immediately for Extinction Events and Shadow's Verdicts. You might even want to mulligan your opening hands to find them, because there's so much aggro in best of 1, and that will basically ensure that you win the match. All right, you guys, thanks again for your time and attention. Don't forget to check out the link tree for all the latest and greatest. We just gave away a Scalding Tarns, woof, and we'll be giving away a rare playset of the current standard set once I reach 35,000 subscribers, and we got like 400 subs yesterday, so we're gonna get there in a hurry, so don't miss out. Share it to your friends, because I'm sure they want their standard set bought as well. Just the most current set as well, not the whole set. Maybe one day, maybe in the future we'll do that giveaway. We'll max a whole account out and give it to someone. But yeah, you can find everything in the link tree. You can support through the link tree. Check out my Patreon, stuff like this. And of course, have a magical day, everyone. And we'll see you soon with my wrap-up thoughts and review on the deck. All right, our opponent's going first. We have removal. We have field wipe. We've got our first walker and tome, which is always good. Now, I guess the question is, do we survive until 5? Boros. Interesting. And I'm falling pretty low in Mythic here from deck testing and stuff, but there's still really good players out and about with real good decks. I don't want to just hit him with a heater. The tome's nice, but we don't really need it out yet. Let's see what happens here. Okay. And then we kill Alsad. Oh, they keep Alsad. Interesting. I did not expect that. I thought they'd sack Alsad. And I know we could have just targeted it, but it's better to get... Oh, well, that is annoying, and they would hit for 4, which is her life total. So at this point, we can just kind of take the turn off. We have Quandrix Command next turn to bounce something. And then we can Shadow's Verdict. After that, it should be fine. I plead. You know, they've got 3 in hand that we can't see. We hit for 4, down to 12. Bone Crusher in as a creature. We don't need the land. An Extinction Event would be better. We get another land anyways. Let's sacrifice Kasmina. Just as the token blocker on the giant, so I don't have to target it with command. They might have removal, and then I just shot myself in the foot, but let's force them to have it, is the thing, right? So they have to attack with 2 on Kasmina. We're going to exile it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But and this way we're able to avoid... Come on. Why wouldn't it let me block? What if I press Z? Waiting for servers. Oh, that's great.
Join me.
Okay, cool, we're back. What is happening? I think we're here. I mean, I was able to assign the blocker again, so I assume. But my timer is active. And I'm not able to do anything. Oh no. And you'll see why I'm so low in the percentages right here. This is my life. Oh! Where there's 2 of these open, that can't be good. Close one of them. Exit. Close the program. This one's still not working either. No! And this is how, even when I get a good video, watch it. Oh no, we're here. We're here. We're back. Cool, 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 cool. You know, just hang in there. Let's scry it up. That could be useful. That could be useful. Shadow's Verdict, am I right? Okay, we went from probably losing the match to probably winning. Right, they only have 3 lands as an aggro deck. That hurts, especially, you know, when we're about to drop Professor Onyx next turn, and then everything we do gains us 2 life, right? Unless we get beat by the servers. I don't doubt that either. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, our turn. But my lands didn't untap. Oh no, because we just used the event. And now it's their turn. Okay, I see. It's confusing when you get interrupted like that. Scry it up. Moment is quite interesting. I think unless they draw
Really want to fight me?
a white source, will be okay. Right, because they could exile that. Exile target non-land permanent. So that's what we're scared of, is a White land, they don't get it. And that's the win. Loving it. We get to go first. We have single target removal and then field wipes. Guarantee we're playing against a control deck. There's no question about it. We're playing against a control deck. There's no way we'd get this lucky. We do also need a 4th land. This is a green source. It can be any color that we pull, but we do need one more land. Does this get counterspelled? Probably. Let's plus it up. Plus it up. Oh! No, we need the 4th land.
Focus on the future.
So do they waste their mana on this turn to stomp it again? Right? They'd have to spend their turn to remove it. They do. Wow. And we brick. We even scried multiple times. Let's counter that. Where's the land? Okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. You can't... There's 25 land in this deck as well. I've got lots of them in here because I've been struggling with it. You know what? If we don't pull it, 2 damage is better than 4, so let's just deal with it. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. It's a good thing, because, again, we went another 3 cards without a land. They could have counter magic, so we should deal with it now. I almost clicked even. Wait a minute. So we bricked pretty hard, but we were able to get through it. And I think maybe our opponent's having the same issue. Maybe there's been something adjusted with the algorithm, because I've been noticing the land's been different. I used to draw nothing but lands, and now it's not that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'd rather just hold up instant speed, negate. Discard city. I mean, they're getting around their brick, too. Still no land. Woo! It's like it's actually divided throughout my deck in the appropriate, way. So I'm not sure about the draw here. So we're gonna have to discard. But the Frostbite is annoying. I guess we take the Castle Vantress, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no discard. Yeah! My assistant isn't running right now for some reason. You can still download that. You can still download that, though. The words, they get jumbled up in my mouth. They don't come out no good. Have you been eating cheese? Well, yeah, I got nervous. I ate some cheese. How much cheese did you eat? I ate a block of cheese. A block of cheese? I'll stop. I'll stop. Whoa! Goldilocks in the house. It's not bad. It's not bad play. Let's just take it. I know it's instant speed, but they could have counter magic. They could even now have counter magic that I don't know about. So it's like, A, I don't want them to untap and have 3 available if it is a heart. Like, oh, and I guess they could still do it here because it targets it first. My bad. Whoops. What you gonna do, right? Okay. We get it out of their hand, though. And then that's important. And we nuke their treasures. We might have to kill it with Professor Onyx. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We actually might want to have tossed that. Oh. Well, no, they still have the mana. So I think we pass our turn. And before they attack, we try to interact with it. So this gets countered, and then we exile it. Unless they've got multiple counters. But we could also counter their counter and still exile it, giving them a draw, which might not be a bad option. It might not be a bad option, brah. Okay, we get it. We did it. They have plenty of mana, which just frightens me. Let's just take our draw. We can do it on our turn. Well, they're kind of tapped out. I guess not really, but... Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could protect from a counterspell. Maybe they have another.
Haven't heard that name before.
I hope it's a Bone Crusher Giant. I sincerely do. Minecraft! Alright, do they have something else? They have 2 more mana, right? We get the lizard.
Watch the life essence fade.
Okay. Like, those could both be Allrun's Epiphany, and we're screwed. It could be into the multiverse. Oh, it is. It is. We should have saved our Negate. Because these birds are still going to kill her, right? But having the giant gone is nice. May as well take our scry. The Negate is reasonable to keep. Onyx dies. Sag. And do they re-all-run here? Yeah, they do. This is an act of desperation, I feel. Land. What is... What are these last cards? We go down to 11. We have the Negate to protect the verdict. Hopefully there's no haste dragon. Up to 4.
Willing to do whatever it takes, because I am.
I really like how she immediately goes to 4 when she enters. It's nice. It's a good balance. Right, because they can stomp it. She still is alive. Oh. A bounce. And then a flash creature. We do have the 4 life within the tome. And we get the scry here. Land goes. Pass our turn.
All possibilities.
I guess the question is, do they have a Bone Crusher Giant? Like, what's this holdup? Okay. Passage, that's fine, don't mind. And again, the borrower doesn't bother us too much. That's great. I love that card. I love that card, man. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this is fine. Again, paying 3 for a scry. It's okay. It's not always good, but if you are getting land out of the way, very good. And if you're looking for a wipe or a removal, very good. So I just really like the scry, and then it stays there, right? So we're down to 12. I think we take this. I think we just take it on the chin. We have 5 mana. Maybe we won't. It's either remove the creature, survive the damage they do with a shock or a bone crusher, or, you know, negate the damage that they have. Okay, that is good. It is good. It's a good card. It is instant speed. We should do it on the appropriate phase. That's a good card.
The future is not yet decided.
I want to take it... Well, we have the negate, so it doesn't matter. I'm worried about them having a Magma Opus, because we've seen them discard one of those at the start of the game. This deals with the creature, too. They've given up hope. They're attacking me, not my walker. Okay, they're top decking. We are good to go. We have Castle Vantress as well. Land can skedaddle out of here. We don't want to play Verdict because it exiles our Sage, so... Ooh. Oh, that's a good drop. Okay. Cool beans.
The future is not.
And now we can just slowly take control. Right, we have multiple pieces of removal. Oh, no counterspell though. This is a nice top deck. Like, you get access to 2 cards for the turn. Why would they take a... Oh, unless they were all land. We'll Heartless Act the Haven. Got 'em. Love that. Again, they get another copy of it. Wow. Making the most out of it, right? And they do have the treasures, remember, as well, for available mana. You may play the exiled card this turn. Yeah, good game. They lose access to Saw It Coming immediately. But I think we had it anyways. We go first with only 2 land. There's 25 in deck, but I think we just have to throw it. Keep a 3-fer. There's no Yorion, so I don't think it's ultimatum, so we can probably toss the negate. And we'll play our basic land first because there's no decisions to be made, it's just easy. Mono green playing slow. Tome plays pretty cool. That's gonna make us, or help us find our, it's gonna make us find our 4th land. Did you find your land yet? A Kobayashi. Okay, so we wouldn't mind single target. That's too expensive, it can go. Well, that's not a single target, but I'm gonna take it, might. But what if they get Questing Schmeast? Questing Feast. I don't know. Let's just pretend they don't have it. That's the 4th land we need.
We must prepare for tomorrow.
Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me, Mr. Snake. Oh. God dang it. Good play.
This is a worrying turn of events.
Always kill the snake. Always kill the snake. And now they get to land out, which is great for the snake. We can remove anything instant speed if it's too big of a threat. If not, I really do want a moment, but they're popping off, so get ready. Elder Gargaroth in the house. You can only assume the worst. A little Gargy-doo in the morning? No. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I do not care about the ooze at all. I kind of want to use this to draw later, though. Like, we already know what we're going to do, so we don't really need the scry. We do need an eliminate, though. The Heartless Act doesn't quite kill the Barons in such a way that we, unless we had 2 of them, we will probably have to exile it. Oh. So this is gonna be a thing. We need another white. They exist. We have them. So we exile the creature copy of it, and then we'll kill the token. Not ideal. Like, at all. Okay, verdict doesn't matter. Alright, there's no life gain or buff up from that. And, you know, they're gonna have a hard time getting that at all from us because we have no creatures. Crawling Barrens can go to the moon. I like that. The Witherbloom book, that's pretty cool. Alright, there goes the tome. Land out of the way. Okay, cool. It's not bad. It's that Crawling Barrens that's gonna screw us. Down to 14. Oh no. It's not good. Really? Why would you be doing this? Like, you don't get any benefit from it, and I'm not using, like... I truly just don't understand. I mean, yeah, okay, sure. It's something that you can do, but it's not relevant to the match whatsoever. I mean, we could shuffle them back in, but it's like that's so far away from the realm of our main strategy. So we're gonna blast this Barrens, I think. Or maybe they'll spend it exiling both of our graveyards. I'm just kidding, bro. I love you. Yeah, and it's tapped already, so... I mean, we can do it one more time. Tome play past turn. Death Touch? No way! Great Horn's pretty cool, yeah. Got him. We still need an answer. We need an Extinction Event. Oh, put her stop, put her stop! Okay, we got it. Woo! Or do we want to draw? Shoot, cancel. I probably just want to draw with it. Sucks. We got our backs against the wall for sure. Are you serious? Wow, pro plays here. That's 4 CMC as well, right? Cycle the land. Come on, Extinction Event. Dog. Dog. Maybe they'll spend all their spare mana exiling the rest of our graveyard here. Okay. This is where it all gets risky. Can we get some cool value decks? Some top decks. The Castle Vantress isn't bad. The Heartless Act is even better. Okay. Liliana off the top. Liliana off the top. Of course, we get to scry for it. Oh, well, I mean, you can't argue with the man. Those are both great. We're going to keep them. The scry's already staying.
Willing to do whatever it takes, because I am. Consider all.
And our turn. And we can scry underneath the eliminate, I guess, if we want. Oh, wow. At 12-12. It's a good top deck. Land can go from underneath the eliminate. See, you're getting some value here. Another +2. Come here, Liliana. I mean, Professor Onyx. Where are you?
Is not yet decided.
So eliminate doesn't kill anything, just the little guys. Like this. Just the little guys like that. Woo! Okay. We're doing alright. And again, they're taking our non-lands. I don't know why. Take your own creatures and gain life. Yes. See, why aren't any of these cards giving me tokens? I'm just kidding. I know they know what they're doing. I'm just having fun with them. Let's scry it up. Oh my gosh. The scries, you see how valuable they are? Super valuable. There she is. We found her. We found her.
Focus on the future.
The sisterhood of the swamp. It's a good name, right? Maybe that's the deck name. But what's underneath her? Oh, that's good too. And of course, she gets to +2. Which is great. We got a little extra scry here. Some might say too much. Yeah, we don't really have anything that's, you know, relative to what's going on right now. Like to free cast a 3 CMC's useless to me. There's no Auron's Epiphany. It really is in here just for Professor Onyx to get to 8. And minus out for lethal. Which I think has become clear to our opponent. That, oh. Nice play. You dirty dog. Alright, alright. Unbelievable.
The laws of reality could use some.
What are we at? 10, right? Let's do an 8-8. Unbelievable. I mean, we can kill him with the fractal too, right? Just the right amount of removal. We missed our scry. Ooh, Eureka Moment is hot.
We must prepare.
Let's hit for 8. End our turn. We are good to go. We have draw through the tome into Eureka Moment. Into a counterspell. No, I'm just kidding. We get the land out though. And we can actually still Quandrix Command. That is a string of plays. Oh my gosh. But we can bounce this, can't we?
The land will devour intruders.
Bounce, counters. Easy, right? Just draw the cards that you need. It's nothing but a thing. And then they play it as the Mammoth, though. That's pretty cool play. That's pretty cool play, bro.
The future.
Oh, cancel. We just have lethal. Boom. It's almost like we planned it. Hit for 12. With the hearts, of course. Good match. Our opponent goes first. That's cheating. Don't they know? Okay. Let's get after it. Black source, blue source, green source. Good to go. We just need a 4th for the command. There it is. Get that blue in rotation. Eliminate is active. Command up next. Ooh. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if I do. A little negate sitting there to the side. And I honestly will play this with the Eureka Moment. Right? Because if they try some enchantment shenanigans, you know, we have enchantment or artifact counters here. Yeah, we do. Yup. Yup. I'll take that negate. Absolutely. Okay, off to a good start here. Good start, ladies and gentlemen. Pass our turn. They could have more, right? They could have copies, and now that's frightening. Oh my gosh. They have to have a counterspell for this, though. That needs to be countered. It's an omen. Okay, I get it. They could still counter it. Oh, nice. And we'll take that scry like we talked about earlier, right? That sets up our next turn. Oh, that's not a scry, that's a triumph. I like to do that with the scry lands too. Like we talked about. I think I did mention putting the triumph in though. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Alright, so I actually don't like this matchup a ton. Right, without our negates, without our commands, you know, we're kind of at their mercy. They could have 60 card Yorion. That's fine. That's fine too. Those are both 1-drops. Should I try to pull a counterspell here? What we should have done is targeted Alced, and then when they sacked it, killed the Eidolon before the Mogi's Favor got to it. But this is when it dies, right? We're going to exile it. Could be a counterspell here. Nope. No draw either. They do get the favor back, right? Because it doesn't get exiled as on a creature. They take the scry. We're killing it. This is our 4th match, 4th win in a row. We're finally starting to climb back through the percentages. We'll just take that out, I guess, right? Should be an easy game. Onyx goes first.
New job, new life.
I guess we take the land. I don't think we played a land this turn. There we go. Kasmina in play, and then Onyx goes to 8. Next turn, Ultimatum. Ultimatum! They make the zombies, though. Frustrating. We almost missed it. Right, +2 to 8.
That ignites an inferno.
Another Heartless Act, love it. And this can +2 as well. Heartless Act, love it. Pass our turn. We have double Magecraft here with the 2 Heartless Acts. There's the first. And here's the second. And there's a -8 next turn. For the win! Kasmina, Professor Onyx, the Sisterhood of the Swamp. That's what we're calling it, you guys. That's a nice looking deck. I like it. Alrighty, so the deck slaps. I hope you have some water because this bay is hot. I don't see any weak points here. What deck is this weak against? Let me know what you guys are gonna say. I think we can even handle Sultai Ultimatum. It's just getting lucky with the Negate. That's all it is getting the Negate. It's having the Baleful Masteries open. You know, I think that this deck is the deck. I understand that there's still some things here that rotate on us, right? You know, not that much actually, because Negate's always gonna stay. Eliminate is here now from the, right? Actually, what's Eliminate's original set? Maybe not. But most of this stays. We lose a few pieces, but a lot of this deck is going to stay relevant for us, which is really cool. So I think this is the future of Sultai. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm going to continue to play it on my spare time, but you know, making 2 new decks a day. I don't have that much time to just play on the decks I like, sadly. I've always got to be moving on to the next. But yeah, this is my invocation. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you watching the channel. Make sure to check out all of our affiliate links, the swag through Into the AM, Magic the Gathering Arena Assist, and Grey Viking Games just released some new sleeves you can get relatively cheap, so that's all cool. Thanks again. Have a magical day, and of course, we'll see you soon in the next. Yeah.